Hey, we're looking at DC Wave 1 Joker, who was the third Joker released in Minimate history. He was the first in the DC line. The first two were C3 figures, so they weren't maybe up to quality of this one. They both don't do anything for me personally. They're not terrible Minimates. I think the first one is from one of the animated series, whereas the second one is a more traditional looking Joker. This one I originally didn't like because it came with this hat right here, and it didn't have a hair, so it prompted me to create my own hair. I just don't like the look. I've never seen Joker in a hat before. I did look through some reference materials, and he does have this hat on in one of the pictures I saw, so not saying it didn't happen, but not my favorite look. Maybe because it was in line 1, they thought that they would get another Joker in, and they obviously canceled the line after 8 series, and they only left us this one. So I decided to paint a hairpiece myself. I used the Wolverine from the Days of Future Past movie wave. I think it came out fairly well. It was really easy to coat and base everything. The hardest part was painting the ears. So I think it looks fairly stock, like it was made by a factory. So pretty happy with how it turned out. So to take a closer look at the Joker, the body is the base Minimate body. So torso and legs. He does have a jacket piece, which I was surprised it doesn't pull off. You have to take the arms off and go over the pegs, which is pretty difficult to do. There is no back detailing, so I won't bother to do so. I did switch his hands out for these purple ones. They're actually Thanos' hands. He did come with white gloves, but I thought I would make mine more unique and add on the purple ones. He does have a slight scratch there. It had a white dot of paint, and I tried to use my X-Acto to cut it out. I don't know if it's much worse, but it's not much better. And then if you can stare really closely right here, my thumb, there was a serious black line. I was able to scratch that off with an X-Acto, so you can't really see it unless I pointed it out, maybe, unless you're a Hawkeye. So to look at his accessories further, you've already seen them all. He has his Joker staff, which is a reuse of the staff that he had in previous Minimates. So it's the Harlequin fool's hat with a very scary looking face. So pretty cool. Then he had this ginormous gun with the bang. I cut it off and put it on a smaller gun, and I crudely used hot glue for this video so I could go ahead and review it. I'm not intending to keep it this way, but I didn't have any super glue, and I wanted to review this guy. So as you can see, the scale difference in the revolver and the weight of the bang flag. Yesterday it was like this. But it's heavy enough and it's pulling down. Like I said, I'm probably going to put this in a storage bin after today anyway, so not a big deal for me. This one, this bigger one, is I think too big for a Minimate hand. It just really stretches them out, so I don't know why they chose to do it with the big gun. I think it clearly works at this scale, so could have probably done it that way. And then of course he had the hat, which isn't really an accessory, but show you the details on that. So I think it sits pretty well on his head. It gives him, I guess if it was a sunny day, it'd keep the sun out of his eyes. So it works well for him. And the hair, it's pretty smooth. Try to compare the colors to my custom hairpiece. I think it turned out very well. So articulation's hampered by the top of his jacket and his legs by the bottom of his jacket, or excuse me, coat. What is the difference between a jacket and a coat? Is a coat just a more serious jacket for colder weather? Random. Alright, so that's my Joker. It's a really easy paint app. So I think it makes the character look a lot better. Alright, thanks for watching.